Yes, man.
I think he has a crush on you.
I'm not your friend or
Hey!
anything, damn. You think that you're the man. I think therefore I am.
On our work,
Stop.
they think
What
that we
the hell
are
are you talking about? Get your green name out of your mouth.
Look,
Oh, it says.
There we are.
So Johnny, come.
Johnny.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah, or you say
Frey.
Frey. Frey.
Forever.
He says he doesn't mind to be called Johnny. He just doesn't like Johnny.
Cheers, Johnny.
True?
João.
Yeah, good.
John,
So-
Johnny, that you are a little bit in front of Pinheiro.
Oh, it's
Oh.
okay.
What do you think? What do you guys think of getting the microphone when you want to talk? I think it's best, and it saves a lot of post-production time.
Okay.
Okay. Wants to start? Do you want me to?
Introduction.
Do you want me to make an introduction?
I think I need to swap with Lucas because he is the guy who had the idea to show
That
the video.
that's
So
the-
It's
I think
okay.
he. I
it's
think he
okay.
has
We're
the
all
idea.
four there.
Yeah.
Can I start?
Yes, man.
Nope.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dunbar show. It's another lovely Sunday in Liverpool, and today we're going to talk a little bit about leadership and like how we communicate with each other.
All things that we.
So we just watched two TED Talks from Simon Sinek about leadership in organizations. And I was the one who bring those TED Talks, and I would like to hear what you thought about it. I just would like to say that, no, I want to hear what you
Don't you want
thought.
to ignite something?
Nope.
Nope. Who wants to go first?
You can
Go.
I can go first. Whew. So, you want me to start with the first one, or can I mix them up? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I really liked the TED Talks. It was inspiring. It was... I was happy because I was seeing some of his ideas already implanted on our routines, on the way we communicate. So that made me feel good. We don't even know it, but we think like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And I really liked that part where he showed the story of the brothers who used their bicycle shop and everything to prove that you have to manifest why you do it. It's like you can have every resources you want, and that makes me think about blockbuster movies. They have all the conditions they want, but the movies suck because they don't know why they're doing that. It takes a director or a writer that knows why he does that to make something really remarkable, and that was really inspiring.
Okay.
Yeah. Go.
I have
You can do
something.
it.
I showed this video, and I hope someone put the link to the videos below, because that's something that I search for, like things about leadership, and I choose to show these two videos to you because I want us all to be leaders of our organization, of our group, and I want us all to think as a group and in the well-being of the rest of us. And I would like to talk a little bit about each one's why, the purpose of that each one have. Airplane mode.
What was the name of the brothers?
Right, brothers.
Right brothers.
The planes. Yeah, I would like to talk about our purpose as individual purpose and organization, like as a group
So
purpose.
You want to know why we do what we want to do. It's that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's easy to come up with the right things,
With the right words.
right words.
Yeah,
right
but
reasons.
let's
We
just
can
talk about it.
Yeah.
Johnny, go first. I already talked.
You want me to talk about what I saw first or about the purpose?
I just like to say first something about the what we saw. The one of the parts I like connected most was like that part. Why do you trust this leader? And like when we were in the studying cinema, and we used to go to each other's projects.
Yeah.
It was all about that. It's like why would I go to Rui project? Why he would come to mine? It was all about that. It was like I go because I know I can count on him, and vice versa. And like I love that because having like a group of people, it was really magical. Like in with other like colleagues we had, because it was like something else. It wasn't just like some people go to a place. Like it was like we were like friends, family.
Yeah.
And we trusted each other, and like we helped each other, not because it was like our duty or because we had to. It was because it really meant something for us, and we believed in what we were doing in each project, and that for me is like phenomenal. That's I love that. It's so magical for me. I'm always like watching the making ofs of those projects, 'cause like, and like my projects, I know I used to be like a little bit like serious. And like they joke around because that's normal, because I had to like keep something like serious, so we actually work too, because it's cool to have fun too, but but exactly, but although
you
it's
need to make sure that
exactly
you're not wasting money and time.
not because I didn't like wanted to join in the fun, but because there's some serious. I need to have a balance. But that for me like was one of the parts that I liked most about the TED Talk. The part why we do it. That's for me, that's the most important part on a project. I remember in my last year of high school, we studied cinema all together. That was our subject, and we had to make a short film for final project. And I remember like having a lot of trouble finding an idea of what I wanted to do, because like there was a rush. The professors made the rush in us to like choose something. And okay, I get that we need to do things and not just like get stuck. Okay, I respect that. But at the same time, I just didn't want to do like something just because. And I really wanted to do something that was meaningful for me, and it took me a little bit of time to actually figure it out. And in the end, because it took me so long to figure that out, I got behind and I couldn't finish my project. I actually started filming it, but I couldn't finish it. But I don't regret it like 1 second. Mm-hmm. Like I learned from it, and I learned things that I need to do better. But at the same time, I feel like I did right, because I was doing what I wanted to do, and not like what was like, how do you say it? It wasn't like an obligation. I was doing because it meant something for me. I think purpose is the most important thing in whatever project you're doing, whatever area you're doing, music, cinema, painting, whatever. That's the most important thing. If you know what you're doing, the people around you will come. Okay, I want to work with this person, because he knows what he wants. He knows what he want to achieve with this, and it's not just to make like como é que se diz cumprir as datas? It's not just to keep the schedule or.
Esqueci-me do nome.
It's not.
Wait.
It's not just to get things made like.
Deadlines.
Yeah, it's not like just for that. Deadlines are important, but like it's just not for that. Yeah.
Deadlines.
That's important, but.
You need deadlines on life.
You actually need to know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't do it. It's my opinion. You should stay. It's like, do it if you want to do it. If you're not sure, don't do it. Because that's a problem for me. Like,
If you really want to do something, do it. If you don't do it.
You are sounding like Michael Scott.
Yeah,
Can I just say something about that you just said?
you can.
Fucking Michael Scott. You love my part.
About you said, if you know why you're doing something, do it. If you're not really sure why you're doing something, don't do it. I don't agree to that 100%, and I can explain why. Because I believe that some people are finding themselves, and when you're trying to find yourself, you had thoughts and doubts about what you want to do, and if they simply cut that thoughts, it can make them not going where they want to go. Because, for example, the journey of Lucas trying to find what he wants to do, he did a lot of things. He went to university. He went to an online course. He tried videos on YouTube. He wasn't sure about them all, but he had a feeling, an energy that he wanted to do something. Yeah, so he pursued that energy, and now he found himself, and he found what he wants to do.
What I meant, I agree 100% with what you're doing. What I meant was like, that's a process. Okay, I agree with that. 100%. Like try things, like do everything you can, and try a bunch of things to figure out like what you like, and that's what I did. What I meant is like, don't just like go with the first thing you think of. Like work on it. Don't just like pick a thing and do it. That's what I meant. Like pick a thing, but like think about it, and like, okay, I can do this and that, and not just like pick a thing. Okay, I'll go, ready to go. That's what I meant. It's not, maybe it didn't sound like that. I get it. But what I wanted to say is like that. It's not don't do just the first thing that comes to your mind, or
Explore and think a little bit more.
yeah, exactly. Think further, yeah, and because it's a bigger picture, and it gets like more complex, and it gets with better quality. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
But I agree with the way I said it. Yeah, I believe I know why you said what you said, but I agree with what you just said.
Another thing, now you can realize why I slept 2 hours for 1 week for your short film.
Fake news. 1 hour.
1 hour. Yeah, I didn't sleep at all. That's true. You want to respond at Lucas' question, or you want me to respond it first?
I can respond, but you can do it first because I'm a little tired
At talking. Okay. So, about why I want to do these things, why I want to make music, why I want to make pictures, why I want to, art in general. It's because I have these thoughts, I have these things that I think about the world, about how we live, and these are just thoughts, and I want to share it to people because I believe in them, and if I'm sharing them, maybe someone will understand me. It's like I wanted to be a psychologist. That's one of the things that I wanted to be, and then I realized if someone goes to a doctor, it doesn't feel safe to talk about these problems. But if I make them a piece of art, if I make them a music, a movie, they can connect, they can relate, they open themselves, and they're vulnerable to that, So that's why I started doing this, and now I have this. Now,
Yeah, you're not solving the people's problem, but you're getting them like questions, and it's I think.
Exactly.
It's better than there's a solution or something. No, it's you're getting like make people think about their problems, and eventually they will end to solve their problem for themselves. Yeah, just by thinking, and but just because those things that you give them, so it's.
Exactly, it's exact that, because when I started watching movies, the things that made my eye glow so much, it was that purpose, that message, that feeling that was in the movies, that made me think about things in the world, that it makes me think about how I behave, if I'm being a good person, if it's like it makes me question. And why are you using my socks?
Yeah, equal socks. And I can't think.
Okay.
I thought they were mine.
And
Oh, sneaky.
Ooh.
I think I'm using your socks. 43, 46.
Yep, you are.
yeah.
Is that what happened when
So,
when you
anyway.
show-
like I was
Clean socks. Okay.
like I was saying, it was that things that makes me think, that makes me challenge myself. And sometimes that thing, it's not very much healthy. If you go to an extreme, you start to doubt everything about yourself, you start to lose your essence. So, but that's a process. And I think people sometimes are afraid of that. I believe that it's like, if they start to feel uncomfortable about something, they get away from it. But sometimes it's on the discomfort that is the answer. Because if you are in doubt of something and you don't know the answer, that's because it isn't on your comfort zone. You have to leave your comfort zone to know that answer. And I want to make music, I want to make art that makes people leave their comfort zone, makes people start to think about things, start to think about themselves, so we can live better, in balance. I believe 100% in balanced. You need to have things that balance your life. Yeah, in yin and yang, you have to have good, you have to have bad, because if you don't have bad, you'll never appreciate the good, and vice versa. So I believe 100% in balance, and that's one thing that I want to. That's why, yeah, that's my why. So who wants to go for next?
Come on, Lucas.
So that's a difficult subject for me. Yeah, because when I started, I had a really clear purpose and a why. But through the journey of moving with you and getting other people along, it was kind of lost for me. But I think what I can say now, it's to make me feel good in the first place, so that I can make other people feel good after I'm like sharing the feel. Also taking care of my group of people. Yes. Yeah, it's like the leadership. Leadership is like, for me, it's really important. And that's why I shared those videos with you, because I really connected with it. And it was kind of like the ideas I had for us. Yeah, in terms of like and then the message, you are like, I don't think I have like right now a clear message that I want to get in the things we will do, but I think I need to think about it, and we need to think all between us about what we want to be, like our brand, what's our purpose as a group of people.
Let me ask you a question. When you feel good, you feel better, right?
Yeah.
And you love to feel that way, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that's why you want to make art, because you want people to feel that way too.
Yeah. 100%.
So you have a why?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not just that. I think. Yeah, that's I think that's the source of all our purposes. To share a bit of how we feel about things. But yeah, like music music was like a thing that picked me up when I was like really down, and the artists there inspired me to get up and keep going, keep searching for for purposes and meanings, and things we enjoy in life. Those artists inspired me to be like them, like to bring other peoples that are down something that they can grab and enjoy and live for. Yeah, that's it. Someone wants to say something.
If it's talk about the purpose, right?
Turn the mic, bro.
Yeah.
Can I just simply just wait?
But this thing
No, but
it's helpful. You wanna take it off?
Yeah.
Leave it here. Because you can
If
do
you-
this if you want.
If you pick on the
Okay.
mic, it will make noise.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, now I fucked this shit. Wait.
Dá-me a fava.
I'm still not motherfucker.
Don't be stupid.
Oh my god, you.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell!
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell, you know.
Bloody hell.
Go, Johnny, go.
Ready to go.
Johnny, go.
Just do it.
Oi.
Yeah, it's
It's
good.
okay.
What?
Just
what-
do it.
what?
We
Beep bop,
need
beep
we need
bop.
To put that meme.
Beep bop.
Shia LaBeouf meme, you know. Do it. Just do it. Nothing is impossible. Yesterday you said tomorrow, so just do it.
Maybe
No,
I
I
should
don't need
turn on the light.
No, sorry.
No, it's not necessary.
It's good for
We're
now.
fine.
We're running
They don't
out of
pay
battery
for
though.
video. They don't pay for video, so fuck them. You know.
We're gonna cut this. So we were talking about purpose. I'll share a little bit of my purpose. When it comes to art, for me it's a conversation. In a sense, like for me, like a movie, a music, whatever form of art, it's a conversation. It's like an artist starting a conversation. And the other person in the conversation is the audience, and for me that's like really what I want to do. I like want to start conversations with.
What happened?
Keep on.
I wanna have conversations with my audience. I wanna like pick characters in sense of movies. And explore subjects, and that's really important for me. It's like because when I started like watching movies and paying attention to music and art, what the effect it had on me were like the artist like trying to tell me something, and that's what I want to do too. I want to like give back, like have that same experience that I had with other artists. That's for me is really important. And that's my why. I want to have that connection with my audience. I want to everything I want to do. I want to do it because I want be able to create empathy with my audience. That's for me. That's the most important part. Anyone wants to say anything?
I don't
No,
know.
no, it's okay.
Why you want to do music?
Why I want to do music? Simply because just simply because I like it. No, I'm not. I don't consider myself like an artist, and I think I don't want to be, an artist. I don't want to put that label on me. Like I'm an artist. I'm gonna do art. No, I just in music is just because I like it, and it's the only thing I can see myself, doing in the future, like music. No, besides other projects that I have, but the principal thing I think it's music.
You don't want to connect with other people. When you do your podcast, why do you do it?
Well,
why do you just talk with
it's a little bit selfish because it's more for me, because I really like.
Why do you put it out though?
Yeah, because I'm selfish and I think I'm really good at doing my podcast. No,
I'm really serious.
no, but it's because I don't know. Because I listen podcasts, and then I start thinking like, well, I can do a podcast, and then I like to do it because it's interesting because I really like having moments just for me, like talking alone.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah,
And then
just talking alone about things that probably doesn't matter for most of the people. But yeah, and then I put it out just because I have like some people that I don't know why they like it. They like my podcast. But yeah, but the first reason that I start the podcast is because I listen a lot of podcasts, and then I was like, yeah, I can try, you know.
You like when you're hearing these other podcasts, you like.
I really like free talk when
Yeah.
people just simply turn on things and then just simply talk about
Yeah.
things, you know.
It
They don't have like
It's not-
a
It's not about the subject. It's about just sharing.
just a
ideas.
conversation
Yeah.
because most of the time I'm sorry about that. But I'm laying on my bed, yeah, trying to fall asleep, and then I just put a podcast and we have like 4 guys talking, you know, about
Yeah.
how about their week, for example, you know, and it's very good because I think I'm on a how can I say,
Yeah.
like an FBI agent, you know, listen the conversation.
People's conversation, okay.
Yeah, and it's very cool. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
let me add something, please. But I think it's like that. It's the humanity behind everything. That's what I want to. That's one of my purposes too. Is like to be human, to like just share things, and it doesn't have to be a super meaningful thing. Like just to have a connection with somebody.
Yeah.
I think for me it's about that. And I think you for two it's a little bit too, but you just don't recognize it. Yeah.
Probably, but it's
In the-
it's more like for me, you know.
Yeah.
The podcast, for example, it's most like for me because I like recording podcasts, and then I just
But
talk about
you like to hear it too, so in
yeah
the sense you're doing for other people.
yeah
Yeah, I was thinking about that. It doesn't recognize it, but for example, the music we're talking about the podcast, but in the music, you said that you like music because you like to make music because you like music, because you like to listen to music, because you like the experience, you like to lay back and just chill, enjoy it.
yeah
And have a good time. So you in your room, fuck everyone else, right?
yeah
And that's a vibe. And if you want to do it, it's because you want to preserve that vibe, and in a way, you want
Yeah.
people to feel that vibe too, to just relax with you, just
okay
lay in your beds too. Yeah. So it's not a self-conscious thing, but if you're so sure about that you're so sure that you want to make music, that there's no why behind it. You're just not self-aware of that.
yeah probably
And I respect that a lot. Yeah. I wanted to add that because like, okay, you don't want to put a label on it. I get it. Yeah, I 100% get it. But like, I can see that you know what you do.
you know what to do.
We just don't want to put a label. Okay, I respect that. Anyone?
Well, I don't have anything to say. What
So-
about you?
Maybe we'll end this for today. It was a good talk.
probably.
I have an idea actually.
Oh.
I would like us to say, you know, Rui, when you said you listen to a podcast where they talk about things that made them upset, and the first one we record just audio and we didn't launch here. You talk about you listen to a podcast where there were a certain amount of guys that talked about things that upset them during the week. Yeah, and I said, I would like to say positive things in my week. So I want to do that. So this week, positive things I have. I only work 3 days this week. No, for me it's a good thing because I get to have time for my purpose. Other great thing is that it's like I'm starting to really enjoy a book that I'm reading, and It's the book. The book was on that shelf, and I started reading it, and now I'm halfway through it. It's called "The Fault on Our Stars." It's a really famous book. Yeah, in English, that's its name. And yeah, really enjoying it. I'm also enjoying the process we are making as a band of crafting our first songs, and how we are making an effort to come all together to write the lyrics and think about it as as a concept, to make the concept of our songs. Yeah. Who else wants to share their grateful week accomplishments, achievements?
I don't have good things.
I have one achievement. I started to write songs from beginning to end. I wrote 2 songs this weekend. So weekend. It was on the weekend. One on Friday and one on Saturday.
Fucking hero.
Fucking hero.
You're my
Yeah.
hero.
A war hero.
I'm going to write a song about you.
Oh.
Like that.
Yeah, that made me feel good because I think I finally something clicked on me and I found my way to work, at least for now, at least for the things I want to say now. Because one thing interesting about art is how it shapes through the time. It shapes with you. It shapes with your thoughts. If you believe in something in your like when you are 20, and the art you make represents that. But then you're 40, and then you believe in different things. And then the art that you make in 40 represents that. And that's one thing that I love.
Yeah.
Then you look
Yeah.
forward and like, it's fucking stupid.
Exactly.
What the hell I was thinking when I wrote this.
Yeah, so I'm happy about that.
João.
Why does this be like this?
Yeah.
Because I don't had good things on my week, you know.
Yeah.
So it's grateful.
You're
playing But- guitar. Yeah, I started playing guitar, but not in this week, the past week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Which guitar are you playing?
Daniel's guitar.
Oh, that's a lie.
Actually, you said you can use my guitar whenever you want to start.
That's
So
why I'm asking. Just to make sure that you are keeping what I said.
that
You are making something with
Let the boy talk. Okay.
No, yeah, it's just that guitar thing. I just started playing guitar at 2 or 3 weeks, and then I start to sing too, but just Portuguese songs, not English songs, because my English sucks. So no, because I really like Portuguese songs. It make me feel
At home.
yeah, really. I just can listen Portuguese songs when I came from work, Yeah, I just can only hear Portuguese songs because they make me feel like I'm at home now. Yeah. Just put some Tiago Betancourt or something.
An artist making a connection with you.
Yeah, when I'm trying to get home, riding a bicycle in the middle of a fucking storm. But yeah.
There's some Portuguese guys to comfort you and give you energy.
Yeah, when I had a bad day at work, because my boss sucks.
Every day. Basically.
Yeah,
Yes,
every
Johnny.
fucking day. Johnny, or João, or Fleur,
Go.
I'm just
or Paul the wine guy.
I'm just really happy to be in this group, and no, I really mean it. It's been really cool. I really love being here with these guys, and I love we growing together and trying to make something for me. That's I don't think if I said it, I think I said this in his podcast, in the one we did all together in Portuguese.
That's already.
When I was coming here to England with them, I wasn't thinking a lot about music, in terms of I liked music a lot, but I wasn't thinking doing myself, and now I am a lot in that mindset, and I'm really happy for it, because it's another way of expressing myself and with these guys, and I really like that, and I'm really happy to be in this band and with these guys here in England.
I forgot something. I'm really grateful for my haircuts. I got an haircut. You know, Daniel, barbershop. Evangelista barbershop, aka the neighborhood barbershop. Yeah, he gave me a haircut. You know, it's not 100% good, but it's good. Considered the things that we have in this house to make this haircut. So yeah, it's good. And you have a new haircut too. So
Yeah.
I wanna talk
Lucas.
look at the barbershop too.
I made. I'm happy that last Friday, Daniel asked me to cut his hair once again because I already did it, and it was good. We made a good accomplishment as I made a good accomplishment as a hair cutter, and now he asked me again, but something happens and his hair made a little bit shorter than he expected. But I'm happy that it looks really great on him, and it gave him a fresher look, and I'm happy for it because if you looked bad, it would be bad for me too. So, but as it turns out, it looks good on you. And yeah, it was a good mistake.
You need to explain that we have this culture.
Yeah, we have this kind of culture.
We cut each other hair.
I wanna cut my hair too, but I'm not in this culture. I'm scared.
I just cut the back of the hair neck on Johnny's neck. So it is kind of the culture.
It's a lot of responsibility.
Just because you were talking about Portuguese music, I want to shout out an album. It's my recommendation from this week. It's O Monstro Precisa de Amigos by Ornato Violeta. Amazing album, man. One of the best albums I ever heard. I heard him countless times, and I love it. I go to work like in 4 in the morning, listening. Ouvi dizer que o nosso amor. It's awesome, man. Yeah. It makes me feel home. Yeah. So it's my shout out this week. Even if you don't understand our language, just listen to it. Maybe you'll find something new. Yeah.
Great.
Cool. Next.
So I suggest that we finish this and we will keep on working our craft as lyricists the rest of the afternoon. And we are happy to make an effort to keep this podcast alive through, even if we don't have that much time. But yeah, and we hope we enjoy it, and we see you in a week. Okay?
I just want to recommend something.
Everyone has to recommend. It's just one.
Okay, I just recommend something. I'm gonna recommend a classic. Probably every single one of you have seen it, but like we're talking about leadership, and I want to recommend Saving Private Ryan. So yeah, awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Tom Hanks. Awesome movie. It's a classic.
Want to recommend something?
Madison Beer album.
Live Supporter. It's the name of the album.
Live Supporter. It's the name of the album. So you need to check out. Go.
Yeah. You, Lucas, you want to recommend something?
Okay. So last week I recommended Taylor Swift, one of her latest albums, Folklore. Right now I'm keeping on listening Taylor Swift, but right now I'm listening a little bit more of her second album that I don't know the name, but it's all because it goes well with the book that I'm reading, The Fault in Our Stars, and I keep on listening that. And as well, in my breaks from work, it gives me like a little bit of reconfortation from the bad things that I have that I'm facing through the day. It's called Fearless. It's a album of a lot of love songs. That's it.
Now you can finish.
recommend the book too.
Yeah, the book The Fault in Our Stars, it's a really easy book to read, and because it grabs your attention, and I love how she writes about how she sees the world. Like, it's arts, man, art stuff. Yeah, I like her personality. And yeah, that's it. So can I end?
Yeah.
So
wrap.
I hope I'll see you in a week. Bye bye.